Okay, good morning everybody, it's Mike. Thanks for joining me this morning. We're continuing a conversation this week on geographic farming. Geographic farming is the focus on a particular neighborhood or community to become the top of mind, credible real estate agent for the homeowners in that community. Tried and true strategy, been around for decades. So if you're considering a geographic farming strategy as a target audience in your business, want to make sure that you have all the information you need this week. And we're using my neighborhood as the example. Why? Well, interesting enough, right now in my neighborhood, we have 6 homes for sale with 6 different listing agents. Isn't that interesting? No agent is capturing any significant market share at all. 6 homes for sale in a small community at the same time with 6 different agents. Over $250,000 in real estate commissions available at this time, and nobody's capturing market share. I wonder why. Well, I can tell you why, because I live there. It's why it's such a great example. Because nobody's doing anything. Nobody's doing anything. They just say that they're the neighborhood specialist, but nobody that lives there knows it, right? Why don't they know it? Because there's no action. And when I say no, I mean zero action being taken on a consistent basis by anybody. And I know that because I live there. So when it comes time for somebody to put their home up for sale, they just hire somebody that they know, or they use the agent that sold them the house, or a referral from a friend. Why? Because they don't know anybody that's credible. So what could somebody be doing, though nobody is? And folks, let me just stop for a second. This is going on in virtually every neighborhood in the metro Atlanta area. Nobody's doing anything. $250,000 in real estate commissions to capture in my neighborhood, and nobody wants it. There are a few exceptions to this. You will find isolated incidents where there is a good agent who is implementing an on-purpose strategy and does have a dominant position in a neighborhood, and you want to stay away from them because they're going to whoop your butt. But in the great vast majority of cases, they look just like my neighborhood. So when it comes to geographic farming, we talk about a 5-part strategy, right? And I covered this on Monday before I got interrupted with all this great news coming out about our industry yesterday. 5-part strategy. Daily phone calls, just listed, just sold calls. You can even use some technology apps like Slide Dial, which is one of my favorite, to deliver the messages so that you don't have to sit at the phone for hours at a time. And I think just sold, just listed community event messages are fine for leaving voicemail messages. Okay, but that's not all we do. Okay, a weekly video message that's sent via email to everybody in the community. This is a 60-second or less message delivered once a week. I would encourage you to do it at the same time and the same day every week. Wednesdays at 9 a.m. So when I create and deliver my weekly video message of 60 seconds or less. Well, Mike, I don't know what to do it about. Well, 1 out of every 4 weeks should be a market snapshot report. What's going on in the real estate market in and around that community? The other 3 weeks, life. Life. People that live in the community. Important events going on in and around the community. Businesses that support the community. Significant news events that are going in. Is there a major roads project near my neighborhood? There's a major roads project that's going on. When's traffic going to be disrupted? For how long? Right? There's always content when you want to. So weekly video message. All of you are real familiar with old school tactics like a monthly newsletter, but that's part of the strategy. For those of you that are sending monthly newsletters and that's all you're doing, that's not going to work very well for you. And then you're going to bitch about it saying, well, it takes too much time and costs too much money. Yeah, but that was never going to work all by itself. Number 4, getting connected to everybody in the neighborhood on social media and being a robust poster of relevant content, not opinions. Okay, so stay out of all the stuff that's going on in the world. You're a real estate agent. You're not an epidemiologist. Okay, you're not Martin Luther King. You're not. Don't be divisive. Don't alienate people. Stay in some perspective of where you fit on the world. Keep your post relevant and positive. Unless you want to alienate people, but I'm not in that business, and I would encourage you not to be as well. And the fifth part would be events. Okay, 4th of July is coming up this weekend. Do you have an activity planned for your geographic farm for the 4th of July? And if you don't, I just kind of wonder why not. Okay, now some of you are going to bump into problems with this 5-part strategy because you're going to say, Mike, the problem with sending everybody a video message every week via email is I don't have very many people's email address. So let me speak to that in the couple minutes that we have left this morning. Well, that's part of your job, so you need to get it. And if you don't know how to obtain the contact information for people that live in a particular community or neighborhood, then you need to come see me and I can give you a strategy for developing that. But you will need to grab what I call the data, the contact information, names, phone numbers, email addresses, significant dates and events in people's lives. You're going to need to want to grab that over time and build a very robust CRM that has it. But in the meantime, there are tools available to you today that we didn't always have that you can use to make a very large impact with people. Okay? Targeted Facebook ads. Most, I won't say all, but it's pretty close, of the world's population has a Facebook account. Now, how frequently they go there and how much attention they pay to it is all up for debate, but most people have a Facebook account because it's free and it's prevalent in today's society, right? You could be running targeted ads very inexpensively. Let me give you an example. I made a market snapshot report video last Thursday. I have spent maybe $30 by today, so less than a week later, I've spent less than $30. I have almost 3,000 people that have clicked open the video. Now, would you spend $30 to get 3,000 people to watch a video? Yeah, I know you would. And if you wouldn't, you and I really need to talk. But Mike, I don't know how to do all that. Okay, great. That's what I'm here for. So you need to come see me. We need to talk. I'm here to help you with this stuff. What else can you do? Well, very quickly, geographic boundary ads. Yeah, you can draw a boundary. You get this, it happens to you. When you're on your Waze app, you see ads on there. How do you think that happened? Geofencing ads. You draw a geographic boundary around an area, around a neighborhood, and you say, when people enter this boundary fence, I want them to get my ad on their phone. And they do. Magic. And it's very inexpensive. Well, I don't know how to even get started with that. Come see me, I'll help you. Google ClickWord ads. When people search for homes for sale in Roswell, Georgia, I want my ad to come up at the top of the Google search based on what type of words I wanted to capture when they searched. Well, I don't know how to do that. It's very inexpensive, and I can help you get started. Here's what you do need to know. And you do need to have this. And if you have this, I can help you with all the rest. You have to have the initiative to want it. And the willingness to ask, because I can't read minds. I wish, that'd be awesome, or maybe not. You have to have the initiative and the willingness to seek the help. But if you're the real estate agent that says, well, I'm just sending out newsletters, and I hired this other company to put together the newsletter for me and send them all out, I just told them who I wanted them to send it to, and that's all I really want to do, then good luck with that. You're just going to spend a lot of money, and you're not going to get any results. And then when I go home tonight, I'm going to see 6 for sale signs, but not any of them are going to be yours. And I'm never going to see more than 1 sign from an agent at any given time. Why? Because nobody's implementing a strategy on my neighborhood, and I know it because I live there. What I'm getting at today is I want you to go out and make it happen for yourself today.